where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day.
If you or someone you love is struggling with substance misuse, you're not alone, and recovery is possible. The McNabb Center is here to help. Our Centerpoint location supports you wherever you are in your recovery journey. With compassionate staff, bright open spaces, and expanded capacity, Centerpoint offers detox and residential services in an environment that fosters healing and growth. Insurance, including TennCare, is accepted. When you're ready, we're here. Reach out today.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
And it's hump day, my friends. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and happy Wednesday. But today, remember, is the day that we've been talking about foreseeing the possibility of some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So we're going to be walking you through all the latest details to kind of pinpoint exactly, or as much as we possibly can, who potentially has the greatest risk, where that risk lies. And it's not just severe weather, but it's also the potential for some locally heavy rainfall that we've been talking about here for several days. Got a lot of folks joining us this morning, so we are going to kind of get right to it here first things first, because I want to show you the big picture and let people get off to work because they're tuning in for the potential for some strong to severe storms. And before we go any further, though, I do want to highlight that if you are heading off to work, don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. You can scan that QR code right there if you don't have the app, if you're joining on Facebook. If you're joining on the app, obviously you're already on the app itself. But don't forget that if you go to work, you can actually tune in and check in with the interactive radar online as well. So if you got a couple computer screens, just go to easttnweather.com, scroll down, and there's the interactive radar, and you can actually make that full screen right there on your computer screen and just kind of move around. You can zoom in. It's got a bunch of different things. You can check out the 1 hour future cast. So here's a 1 hour future cast that you can get right there front and center on your computer screen as well. So push play, and there's your future cast of 1 hour. So this is a great tool if you're at work and you don't want to open up the app and you've got this on your desktop to check that out. So again, go to easttnweather.com. I just made it full screen there. That's what it looks like. And of course, you get watches and mornings on the website as well as the app as well. And for those of you that are using the app, I know those watches and mornings sometimes can be a little bit nuisance. We're working on that in the background, so stick with me on that. All right, we'll take it back outside. Live look here this morning from Fox Road Marina. It is a rather breezy and gusty start to the day. You can see the camera's been bouncing around. We've got some rain out there already, which I clearly just showed you on the online at easttnweather.com. All right, let's go ahead and show you the big picture story, because we've got a big trough. So we've been talking about this for the last couple of days. We've got a big low pressure system spinning off to our west and southwest, right there over the Baja of California, Southern California, anyways. A river of moisture is streaming its way in, and a trough digging its way in from the north as high pressure is anchored across the south, the southern central, the Gulf Coast states, anyways. And that's just going to be the focus. So that river of moisture is really going to be the focus for us here in East Tennessee, where it's just going to give us rounds and rounds and rounds of rain as this whole storm system swings its way into the area. So let's show you the futurecast, not the futurecast, the setup. This is satellite and radar view. Over the last several hours, you can see how this cold front sliding its way across the state. We haven't had a lot of severe weather so far, But we do have the potential for seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms throughout the day. And we're definitely going to keep you up to date on that. And that's where the interactive radar, and of course, that's where the East Tennessee Weather app comes into play very well. You get those watches and warnings. You get lightning notifications front and center on the app itself. So if you don't have the app, again, go to your app store and search East Tennessee Weather or scan that QR code right there above my head. All right, so here's the satellite and radar. You can see the showers and a few rumbles of thunder kind of rolling their way on through the area. So this is going to bring us some much needed beneficial rain here this morning. Good morning, Beverly and Cheryl and Joe and Bonnie, Sue. Got Tammy also joining us this morning. So yeah, it's going to be a blessed day for sure as we're getting some rain. But we'll need to watch for that potential for some strong or severe thunderstorms. All right, let's take you to the wall and show you what's going on the big picture. So here's what I want to talk about. Let me actually move this advertisement out of the way here for just a second. Okay, we'll bring that back here in a second. But what I want to say is if the atmosphere can recover from the morning rain that we currently have ongoing, then we have a chance for seeing some isolated strong or severe thunderstorms. Only if the atmosphere can recover. All right, so let's break it down into different categories here for you this morning. And we do, again, if they do develop, this is what we potentially could see. Now, again, we need to get the atmosphere to recover and get some instability going in the atmosphere. If we don't get that, we don't get the severe weather. And we don't want the severe weather, right? All right, so we do and have the potential for some strong gusty winds. Damaging winds up to 58 miles per hour or greater, generally speaking, are possible. Now, even if we don't get damaging winds and get the severe weather potential, well, we actually have the potential for seeing just some strong gusty winds, upwards of 40, 45 mile per hour wind gusts. Now, we also have a small tornado threat south, right? Sweetwater, Spring City southward, okay? And that's what we were talking about yesterday as well. That's, again, if the atmosphere can recover, because we can't get tornado genesis if we don't have instability in the atmosphere. So we have a lot of wind shear in the atmosphere to produce some strong thunderstorms, but does it all come together throughout the day today? And hail potential, Cleveland, Benton, Whitwell, Chattanooga, and points further south is going to be our greatest potential for seeing some larger hail. All right, so let's walk into the future cast here this morning. And by the way, we have a special guest going to join us this morning, a little small business social spotlight we're going to be talking about. That's coming up this morning as well. So stick with us if you want to stick around for that fun activity after the forecast. All right, so here's our futurecast model. We're picking up our timeline here this morning, running you through. Again, it's the rounds and rounds of rain, basically Interstate 40 south, that is going to give us the greatest extent for potential flooding and flash flooding concerns. It's the training, it's the showers and storms going over the same location over and over again, not to mention it's the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. We're going to get some pretty good gully washers with a lot of these storms because we've got a lot of available moisture in the atmosphere to tap into. So there's 3 o'clock today. Kids heading home from school. Some are going to get wet, some maybe not so much. But we're not done with the rain. Here's the evening rush hour, showers and thunderstorms. I think anytime after 3 through about 7 to say 10. After midnight, we don't have any risk for severe storms. But basically, let's just say between 3 and 10 is going to be our window for severe weather. Probably shave that down to about 4 to 8. Really? But we'll just go 3 to 10 for CYB, right? All right, so here's 7 o'clock here tonight. Showers and thunderstorms will start to hang out with us through the overnight hours. Now the severe weather potential goes down, but more rain is on the way overnight tonight. And again, if this all takes place, this is what's going to lead to that flooding and flash flooding concern. Not a huge concern, but it could be there. Low-lying, sheltered areas, low-lying, more flood-prone areas, if you will, and you know those areas in your community. Let's talk about futurecast rotation. I showed you this over the last couple of days. If you check in with the updates on the app itself, or if you tune in for Wake Up with Witcher. Now, yesterday, the day before, it showed a little bit more rotation. Basically, what this is saying is, hey, listen, could we get a couple of stronger thunderstorms that could potentially rotate? Maybe, right? And you can see, don't be so concerned about where this is showing up on the map. This is just model guidance, right? But this is weakened a lot and shown a lot less than what I showed you yesterday and the day before that as well. All right, remember I talked about instability in the atmosphere? Can the atmosphere recover? We're not going to have any severe weather this morning. We don't have really a lot of instability in the atmosphere. But watch this. As the morning rain showers move on out, this is my in-house model. And watch as the instability starts to work its way back in. Now, this is the latest update. There's 3 o'clock. So not a ton of instability, but it's starting to build a little bit between 3 and 7 o'clock. But notice after 7, we lose the instability. And so without the instability, we're not going to have the severe weather, right? So again, between basically 3 and 10, but probably between 4 and 8 is going to be our greatest window for instability to kind of work its way back in. What we do know is, and what we've been talking about for the last several days and pretty much a week or so, is the beneficial rain, the heavy rain. So when you look at the rainfall forecast just through today and tomorrow, the Tennessee-Kentucky border, north of 40 is going to get less rain. South and southeast, we're going to get a little bit more rain across the foothills and mountain counties from Knoxville to Maryville, Pigeon Forge to Lenoir City. And then further south, down towards Polk County, Benton, Cleveland, Chattanooga, we could see even upwards of 1 to maybe 2+ inches of rainfall. So that's where we're going to see some of the heaviest rainfall from the system. So let's talk about that flash flood risk. That's where the Weather Prediction Center has put the elevated risk, level 2, a slight risk for flooding and flash flooding concerns, just strictly due to the amount of moisture that's in the atmosphere and the training that's going to be taking place. Just like a train, right? You get the same showers over and over again. It's incredibly mild this morning, by the way. If you've not been outside yet, temperatures are trending much warmer than yesterday. We're in the 60s and even a few pockets of 70s. Maryville coming in at 70. Wartburg, good morning, you're at 63, and Dayton's coming in at 68 this morning. Knoxville's at 68 as well. So the wind's going to be with us. The wind's with us this morning. It should start to relax behind the cold front, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. 6, 7. All right, here we go. So the wind should start to back off a little bit as we get into the evening hours. Forecast high temperatures today. Clouds, rain. We're going to be nice and average. Average high for this time of year is mid-70s, so we'll be trending just a little bit below average. But 70s are great. Even though we have the rain, it's going to have a cool feel, so you need the umbrellas and the rain jackets and showers and thunderstorms through the evening commute. So this storm system comes to an end and will dry out as we get into our Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday is going to be a great day, but the wind's going to start to increase because we have another storm system Sunday into Monday that's going to bring us another round of potential heavier rain. When you look at your Sunday, Monday forecast, we're looking at 1/4, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. So generally speaking, through Sunday and Monday, we'll probably pick up about 1/2 inch of rainfall. And now you add today's rainfall and Sunday, Monday's rainfall, and we're looking at 1 to 2 pockets of maybe upwards of 3 inches of rainfall can't be ruled out. So again, that's why we have the flood concerns due to the amount of moisture. But this is, either way you look at it, going to be very beneficial to the drought situation that's been creeping in. Extreme drought in the dark shaded red areas from Wartburg all the way down to Chattanooga and anywhere in between along the I-75 corridor. So the drought continues and we need a lot more rain than just these couple of systems. So here's your 7-day forecast. We'll go 73 today. Behind the cold front, we'll drop into the 60s and low 70s. And then as we get into next week, we'll see those temperatures climb back into the mid 70s, I should say, by Saturday and Sunday. And then our next cold front comes on through, and that is going to drop our temperatures a little bit as well, but also give us more sunshine by next week. So 2 more storm systems are on the way that potentially could bring us some decent amount of rain and maybe even, help with the drought situation, really. That's what we're going to hopefully see. So I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I possibly can here this morning. Before we get there, I want to just take you back to the radar while I try to read through the chat and try to answer as many questions as possible. We'll get this on the screen here for you. And where'd it go? Well, it's not clearing on out, but either way, there it goes. All right, so here's the radar. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can. Then we're going to bring my special guest, Megan. So Megan, stand by, okay? I see you in the green room. Thumbs up. Okay, there you go. 2 thumbs up this morning. Awesome. I can't wait to share the special guest and what she's doing for small businesses and as a small business herself. All right, so let me just go to the questions. I'll just throw this in the loop here for you. Got a few lightning strikes, about 8 lightning strikes within the last 5 minutes or so. So let's see what you all are saying. It is hump day, and we do have to get to Ed Rupp, and we will get to Ed Rupp here in just a second. Good morning, Dwayne. Really, I don't think necessarily that we're going to have a huge tornado threat. It may not even really get a lot of severe weather threat, which of course we don't want, due to the fact that does the atmosphere recover? And I'm just not too confident that it will. Some of the models are indicating that the dew points will start to creep in as we get into the afternoon, which of course increases our instability in the atmosphere as well. Good morning, Julie. Everyone from your number 1 fan from Wisconsin. Come on, Julie. We're trying to get you down here, right? What's up, Pam? Happy hump day, Aaron. Any questions out there? Let's see. Okay, we'll get to that here in a second, Aaron. I'll highlight your event coming up here in just a second. It's hump day. It was supposed to be in Knoxville this morning, but put it off today to next Wednesday because of the weather. Probably a good idea. Nobody necessarily wants to drive in this kind of rain. I like the way I can set multiple locations on the app for alerts. That's also a great tool, by the way. You can set multiple locations, up to 10 different locations on the app. The app's going to be great on a day like today. You're not paying attention. That lightning notification is going to be your first line of defense. Like, oh, I probably should start paying attention. There's lightning within 15 miles of my current location. What are you saying? 3 to 10, 4 to 10 severe weather. So not any until then. Correct. Yeah, I'm not expecting any severe weather. We don't have any instability out there this morning. So we're just going to get some good, solid showers and help the plant babies are going to love all the rain. Right, Jess? All the plant babies. I've never called it that before, but all the plant babies. Lots of wind, but no rain. Seymour. Will Dollywood be a washout for tomorrow? No. Actually, I think the rain's going to come to an end after midnight tonight. Well, probably after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then tomorrow should be a nice quiet day with a little bit of a breeze coming on in. All right, so no major questions here this morning. So before we get to my special guest, let's say good morning to our good friend, Ed Rupp, shall we?
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we're sliding all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower.
Debbie can take her shower now. So we're going to have to bring the special guest in here. So let me just pull this live up on the air. Everybody say good morning to Megan. Megan, how are you this morning?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for joining on the show this morning. So I love your hat. I've got my hat here. And we've got another cool hat. My wife is inside, or she's helping with the kids anyways this morning, trying to get them off to school. This is the hat that you made my wife as well.
Yes.
And we've got some really cool stuff that you have made for East Tennessee weather. And I've got a cool tumbler as well. So you sent a lot of stuff, a lot of great gear. Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about your business and what you're doing? And if anybody's interested, how they can get a hold of you. You sent me a text message. And I will throw this into the chat, like your handles and how to follow you on social media. So as you're doing that, I will throw that in the chat for anybody that wants to check Megan and her business out. So tell us about the Snapback Shack.
Well, it's just a small business, me, and my husband helps me out a lot of times. We do custom trucker hats. I do custom boot tassels, tumblers, journals, makeup bags, slippers I can do, keychains, bookmarks. So we just kind of add a lot of inventory as we go through. I see things on Facebook and Pinterest that I'd like to try, and then we just make them. To do a custom hat, you just reach out to me on the Snapback Shack for Facebook. Then you just kind of tell me what you're interested in, what you want, what you're looking for. I would go and search for some patches and then show you what I found. And then from there, we would pick out what we're going to do, get the patches in, and I would send you some options of placement. And then once you decide how you want it to look, I would press it and then mail it to you. So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy looking for the patches, and I really enjoy what the customers say when they get them, and how excited they are and how good they look.
Well, you can see the video. I've got video rolling right now on the screen so people can see a lot of your work. You got stuff like Troublemaker. You do some UT stuff. You got some serious bedazzle. I like the Dolly for president. That's a good one.
And I can do
Dolly
I
Parton
can
for
do no
president, right?
bedazzle. Right.
What's that?
I can do no bedazzle, but the bedazzle is the funnest part.
The bedazzle is the best one. Okay, so when did you start this business and how's it going?
It's going good. I started in July, selling on Whatnot. I started selling clothes that I had that were in my closet that I hadn't worn in years or I had never worn. So I started selling on Whatnot. And then I went to a hat bar with a couple friends, and we had such a good time. I thought I could do something like this. So there's not many hat bars on Whatnot. So I started doing that, as well as adding things in like the boot tassels and the journals. And the tumblers I've just recently added.
Well, I think Jess right there says boot tassels. Jess, you need to buy some boot tassels from Megan here.
They are amazing. You can pick your color, you can pick your feathers. They're interchangeable, so you can take, if you didn't want the bling on there, you could take that off, or the feather, you could take it off. So it's kind of like custom how you want. It just gives you a little flair, a little extra.
Megan, everyone's saying it looks awesome. Awesome
Thank
business
you.
idea. Brittany says Dolly would make a great president. Jess likes the
Yes.
boot tassels. Brittany says trucker hats. And so is it mainly trucker hats, or can you do other kind of hats? Can you do like anything else? If
Do
somebody
any
else?
hat. I can do any kind of hats. If I mainly do trucker hats, but if someone wanted something, since it's custom, I look for ideas and buy whatever they want. And then we just go from there because that gives me new options to show. I've got someone that's going to do a bucket hat next week. She's getting her patches right now. I've ordered those. And you can do beanies. So lots of different options out there, not just trucker hats.
Jennifer says make a boot wallet. What's a boot wallet? Do you know what a boot wallet is?
Yeah, I've seen those. They tuck into your boot so that you can put your card and your ID and any cash in there, and then you're not having to carry a purse.
Oh,
So
everyone's
those are
saying
really
that
cute. Great idea.
everyone's loving your work. So
Thank you so much.
everybody who's joining the
I love
platform
doing
this
it.
morning, big shout out to Megan. Megan,
Thank you.
love what you're doing. Brittany says looks amazing. Bucket
Thank you,
hat,
everybody.
yes, says Jennifer. So if what's the easiest way again for people to get a hold of you?
The easiest way is on Facebook at the Snapback Shack. You can message me privately is fine. I also have Instagram, which is it's the period snapback period shack. You can message me through there, and I'm on TikTok. I just started TikTok, so it's just snapback_shack. So
This
I've
is
just started loading stuff in Instagram and TikTok.
this is amazing.
But
I absolutely love this.
thank
Let's
you
see.
so much.
Amy says, love all the merch. Joanne says, very creative. Pam says, love all the hats. And Ruth says, amazing work. I mean, you're knocking it out of the
Thank
park
you.
here, Megan. You're killing it here.
Thank you,
So
everybody.
I really appreciate you reaching out. Listen, I always talk about it on my platform all the time, how, it takes small businesses to help other small businesses. And that's what I want to do. I'm a small business myself, so I want to help other small businesses. And so if anybody is interested in highlighting their small business like Megan has this morning, please reach out to me. And Megan, if there's anything I could do to help you out, please keep me in mind. Tell your husband and your family I said hello. And thanks for joining me on the broadcast. It wasn't so bad,
Thank
was
you.
it?
Wasn't so bad.
I know you were a little nervous, but that's okay. It wasn't
Yes.
so bad. And if you get any more photos, just go check out our Instagram. Again, one more time, how do people get a hold of you?
Okay, so on Facebook, the Snapback Shack. On Instagram, it's the period snapback period shack. And then on TikTok, it's just snapback_shack. Oh, yeah, that looks good on you. I
I
like
have
the
to tell you
bedazzle.
though, Megan, I have a pea head, okay? I have a really small pea head, and I can't do anything about it, right? It was
Well,
born
we
this
can
way.
do kids' hats. We've
So,
got kids'
okay,
hats.
it's funny you say that, actually. On my merch shop, I actually do have 2 different size hats on my merch shop on eastnweather.com because I have to get the smaller trucker hats.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
Otherwise,
We'll
you're
make
just
you a
like,
new one. Yeah, that looks good. I like that.
you like that?
Yeah.
I'm repping here this morning. If my wife popped in here, I'd have her debut this hat, but I don't know if she's out there. Janelle, can you hear me? We'll post some photos on social media. Go check out Megan and her shop, the Snapback Shack. What a creative name. Megan, thanks so much for joining this morning.
Thank you.
All right, have
Bye,
a great day.
everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I mean, how awesome is that, guys? Is that not so cool? Everybody's loving the work. So there we go. Now you're going to have to ask her, Jess, can you make sombreros? I need one to go with my AI taco, huh? Who says that's AI? And I don't really have a real taco outfit. I hope the business skyrocket is such a great idea. I need a ladies Vols softball bucket hat. There you go. So reach out to Megan, the Snapback Shack, Snapback Shack. Don't say that. Try to say that one 10 times fast, right? I'm going to need one for life with spice. Oh, I like that. Yeah. This is what it's all about, my friends. This is 100% what it's all about. All right. All right. Where are we at now? Okay, so we got showers. We got some thunderstorms. Anybody have any questions about the weather potential? And we got a lot of folks joining in this morning too. So anyways, just something to kind of keep in mind. Absolutely. And again, if you know of any small businesses that want to be highlighted on this platform, that's what we're all about. Helping our community grow every single day. All right, let's move right along. Let's talk about the national holidays for the day today. I want to take you back outside. We'll show you what it looks like. How about this one? It's, from the 33 Bridge. Well, that is the 33 Bridge, which, funny story, not really a funny story. There's nothing really funny about it, actually. But I drove over that bridge yesterday. I got to see where my camera was. That was really cool. I had a chance to drive up to Harrogate yesterday and hang out. If you didn't see it on social media, I got to hang out, I should say, with the folks over at LMU. And so really cool stuff getting ready to come to the East Tennessee weather platforms from Harrogate in Claiborne County. All right, let's move right along, shall we? So today is National Beverage Day. Maybe water after a Cinco de Mayo to Taco Tuesday, right? Did you celebrate Cinco de Mayo yesterday? Did you have a taco? Did you have a margarita? I will say I did. I met a friend of mine yesterday, and just briefly, I didn't stay there very long. Had a margarita, got some arroz con pollo, some ACP, which is really good. And by the way, game changer. Add chorizo to your arroz con pollo. Definitely splashes a little extra on there for you. It's good. Today's National Skilled Trades Day. Great. Trades are coming up, right? Not everyone's going to college anymore and spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars and being in debt for the rest of their life due to college. They're going to trades. And we definitely need trades. And listen, there is nothing wrong with that. We need trades. We have to have them. And they make a killing, by the way, just so you know, if you didn't know that. It's National Crepe Suzette Day. I do like some crepes. It's National Interpreter Appreciation Day. Great. It's National Bike to School Day. We can't really today because it's raining. Not that it's storming too bad, but also we really can't here in East Tennessee because we don't have any sidewalks anywhere. Bummer. I got some iced coffee, by the way, this morning. Bummer that we don't have sidewalks. When I was a little kid, we used to bike to school all the time. When I was in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, 6th grade, we used to bike to school all the time, but we had sidewalks and neighborhoods that we could literally stay on sidewalks the entire way. And I looked up the other day because I was talking to my kid about that. I was like, I wonder how far that was. It was only a couple miles, but it was fun. All right, and today is National Nurses Day. Big shout. Where is my nurse? Is she even here? I'll see if I can't get her to come to the studio. Just texting my wife here. All right. And of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events on a nice day like today. All right, let's see what you all are saying now. Please have her send me an inbox message. I think you're going to have to do that. But if she's still watching, Megan, if you're still watching, Krista's interested. Maybe reach out to Krista, or Krista, you reach out to Megan. You did indeed. Taco Bell for lunch yesterday. Nice. Well played, Isaiah. Well played. I had steak fajitas. Steak fajitas are good. Doesn't have to be tacos, right? Mexican. There we go. Joe had both. Good on you. I had both as well. Trade schools are the way to go. No doubt about that. No taco yesterday. I ate a half a deli sandwich. Most folks don't use half the stuff they learn in college. I don't. I know I don't. That's what Nurse Lauren's saying. I do. Everything I went to college for, I actually do use on a daily basis. Let's see. Wivik is asking for biggest mom fail stories. I submitted mine about folding my oldest daughter up in the stroller when she was 2. They called me this morning to share short clips of it on the radio. That's awesome. It should be on there tomorrow or Friday morning. I love the folks over at Wivik, good friends of mine as well. I'd like to win the Dollywood tickets, but the mom who sent the Budweiser to school with her son by mistake will probably be the one that wins. You sent her kid to school with a Budweiser? That's awesome. Oh, my goodness gracious. And Happy Nurses Day from Jefferson City Health and Rehabilitation Center. And all the nurses that work at the McNabb Center. Of course, they are this morning's sponsor. Great organization here in East Tennessee. And they're going to be on with us for quite some time. Let's see. And Happy Nurses Day to Janelle, says Bonnie. All right, let's move right along. We'll go to weather history over the year, see if I can get my wife to come out here. I don't think she's left for work yet. I could step outside real quick, but I won't. Anyways, today in 1990 on this date in history, snow and high winds prevailed across the Pacific Northwest. Speaking of which, I don't know if you saw this on social media yesterday, but here is a view of my brother's house in Denver, Colorado yesterday. A May snowstorm is underway. And I had a chance yesterday to go out too. I told you this earlier, but this is a view. We'll go back to those weather stories. But that is a view from the 911, basically the 911 center for LMU campuses. And I got to hang out with the police officers there. And guess what they have playing up on the screen in there as they watch all those cameras? East Tennessee weather. And we got them to download the app, and she goes, you got about 25 more app downloads coming your way because we're going to help you out by getting all of the folks, part of the police department anyways, with the app. All right, 1989, 16 cities in the north-central U.S. reported record low temperatures. In 1988, a major storm brought high winds to the western half of the country. Pueblo, Colorado, gusting to 74. In 1987, 18 cities in California and Oregon reported record high temps, 90s to 100 degrees. In 75, a massive tornado hit Omaha, Nebraska, killing 3 people, injuring 133, and causing over $150 million in damage. And in 1933, Charleston, South Carolina, had heavy rain, was deluged with over 10 and a half inches of rainfall in just 24 hours time period. Come here. Come on. Get in here. Hold on. It's National Nurses Day. Here's my nurse. Happy National Nurses Day to her.
What'd you get me?
I got you a snapback hat. There you go. And a new tumbler because she needs another tumbler. She's got 500 tumblers in our kitchen that I can't get her to get rid of. Anyways, happy Nurses Day.
Thank you. I had to go
Love ya.
top off a forgotten band shirt.
Oh, got to drop off a band shirt and you're headed off to be a nurse. Love you, bye. Oh, there we go. All right. Now we'll come back to those national holidays. By the way, it's 8:05, just in case you were wondering. We're taking extra time this morning. Woodrow Wilson, experience is the name everyone gives to his mistakes. That's true. In 1946, the New York Yankees became the first Major League Baseball team to travel by plane. 1946 and 1915, Babe Ruth hit his first Major League home run while playing for the Boston Red Sox. In 1840, the first adhesive postage stamp went on sale in Great Britain. And in 1835, James Gordon Bennett published the New York Herald for the very first time. The more you know. Again, that's a live look there from Beach Island Marina. It is raining there. You can see the rain and the wind blowing. We'll take another couple other camera views. How about this one in Gatlinburg? Downtown Gatlinburg this morning. Overcast, gray, dreary, damp. And I got to give a big shout out to these dudes. After I grabbed a taco, these guys were sitting at Zool in Hardin Valley, and they were like, Witcher! We love your app and we love you. And I said, thanks, man. So I had to take a photo with them. I don't know what you're talking about, Snoopy B98. Well, happy National Nurses Day to your daughter as well. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. I think that's about the extent of it. Let's see if we have any Witcher's pictures, I guess, to share with you. I shared my Witcher's pictures, but We will see if we have any quick ones to share with you this morning, then we'll let you go about your day. A couple here, I guess. There's one from Joe Walker. Good morning, East Tennessee, from a cruise ship here. How about that one? It's going to be sideways. All those vertical ones go sideways. There it is. There's Joe. That's awesome, Joe. Great little photo there. We have a nice little one. Sunrise in Wise Carver Farm in Russellville. This was sent in by Sue. Here's a nice little sunrise. I think this was yesterday morning, day before yesterday anyways. But a beautiful sunrise there. And we got one from Autopilot. Haven't seen him for a while. From Ringgold, Georgia. And that is a beautiful view of Ringgold, Georgia. There you go, my friends. All right, we're going to wrap things up here this morning. I sure hope you have a great day today. Again, watch out for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon. Basically between about, we'll just go 2 to 8, 3 to 8, 4 to 8. General timeline. If the atmosphere can recover from these morning storms and we get instability to increase, then we have a better threat for severe storms today. If we don't recover, temperatures don't come up, dew points don't come up, instability doesn't come up, we get nada, zilch, zero. Just some good solid rain, which I think we'll all take and embrace anyways, because we desperately need the moisture, right? Thanks to the drought. Rain showers come to an end overnight tonight. It's going to be drier tomorrow, drier on Friday. Saturday dry, winds increasing. Cold front number 2 comes through on Sunday. That's going to bring us more rain Sunday into Monday. And when you look at these two events, we're talking 1 to 3 inches of rainfall possible. And we'll see what the severe weather potential looks like as we get closer to our Sunday, but it's only Wednesday. If you missed him from the very beginning, we're going to say good morning to Ed Rupp once again. Then we'll wrap the show up. I'll see you back here tomorrow. If I need to do live severe weather coverage today, you know where to find me. All East Tennessee weather platforms. You can download the app for your cell phone, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube. But again, we are under a risk for severe weather. All right, my friends, have a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school. And Debbie can take her shower.
Can't say that you could light up the show if you gave it to me. This army of sinners forgot to fight for the cause, while the visionaries run a race that's already lost. Standing up in front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint, twists and turns up the alley, just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you off your back.